All right, gentlemen. All right, kings. Welcome back. So, from the good people over at Man Reacts, we're going to be taking a look over some women complaining that guys are putting in just barely a modicum, a speck, a sprinkle of effort into these ladies. And I am all here for it.
What happened to men being simps? Men just aren't simps anymore, and that's a problem. No wonder we have a male loneliness epidemic. You're not simps anymore.
Good. I'm glad. Do you know what that means? Do you know what the acronym for that is? Suckers idolizing mediocre kitty cat. And since she's not getting any effortless validation that she's being treated with her market value of a 4, she's like, oh, where's all my free attention? Why do I open up the dating apps and it's a ghost town? Oh, guys, reel it in. Reel in that attention. No more freebies. I'm all here for it.
All think you're Sigma. Meanwhile, you're not touching a woman. A woman's not even letting you look at her. It's because you're not a simp.
God.
Praise, worship, compliments, gifts, yearning. You gotta be obsessed with women.
Obsessed for what? Some pre-owned property? Kiss my hairy white butt.
When men slide into your DMs or into your text messages or wherever they're slipping and sliding, and they're like, oh, I hope you have a good morning. Hey, babe, ruin me. I love you. I think you're beautiful. Sir, why am I still paying for my tank of gas? Why am I still paying for my own coffee?
More proof that women just view us as walking ATMs. Imagine you go like, oh, hey, I hope you have a nice day. Money, please. Well, how's your day? Money, please. Hey, what are you doing later on this weekend? Money, please.
Money, please. Money, please.
It's like, oh my God, forget it.
Good morning to who? Your message, useless. Make yourself useful. And then maybe I'll like you. Maybe I'll pay attention. Stop slipping and sliding. Stop slipping and sliding. This is not a water park.
Where are all the hot people? I was told that there would be all these attractive singles.
Disgusting. Caption says, when you came to Texas for the hot men and not one man has approached you. Disgusting. Ew. No free attention. Ew. No free validation. Ew. I have to pay for my own drink. Ew. The audacity of these men.
And as far as I can tell, I'm the best.
Tell me why I came out of my favorite cafe and there was no bad bitches in sight. It was full of men. My dad always tells me, mija, tienes más huevos que estos hombres. And I'm starting to see it. The only reason you're there is because your ex introduced you to matcha lattes. I know a bad bitch that listens to Cleo de Sol introduced you into a honey lavender latte. Like, why as a man are you spending your day off at a cafe? Like, bro, just stop at 7-Eleven or Quick Trip. Get out of bad bitches' spaces. Also, why are y'all taking over the Pilates class? I see y'all in my Pilates class. I see y'all in yoga. What are you gonna do next? Take over Sephora and Ulta?
I don't know. Maybe they enjoy a latte. Yeah, I don't drink that crap. I don't drink those non-fat, low-calorie, zero-sugar, ice, mocha grande, frappy, foo-foo drinks. But, you know, hey, maybe they're trying to meet girls because the trend of, oh, if you want to meet your future husband, go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, go to Sprouts, go to the gym. And maybe these guys are saying, hey, maybe I'll go to the cafe. Maybe I'll go to, like she said, Pilates class. And now you ladies are like, oh, you're invading our space. What if they're trying to meet a woman? And you're going, ew, this men.
Okay, it's one thing to get out-baddied by another girl. I'll give credit where it's due. But to get out-baddied by a man, that is humiliating. I went to go get food with this guy, and it wasn't my first time hanging out. So I was like, well, what are you wearing? He was like, oh, I'm just wearing a sweat set. I'm like, okay, cool. I go downstairs with, I don't know, my collared sweater and regular sweatpants. He gets out the car, and he has a matching aloe set on. Okay, baddie, like strike number 1. We go get food on the side of the street. It's so chill, like super chill. And then I get home and I tell my homegirl, like, oh yeah, I mean, he was cool, but he had like a matching aloe set on. I just thought it was so funny. But it wasn't the regular sweat set. It was like knitted. And she goes, did he have the scholar set on? I don't know what that is. So I look it up. And yes, he did have the scholar set on that. He was eating on the side of the street with a $300 matching aloe set. Nasty work. Yeah.
I don't know what these clothes are. I don't know a damn word she said, but it sounds expensive. And I'm not going to care to look it up. But imagine you put in Now, I don't know if they're dating because she's or whatever, but this guy puts in a modicum, a sliver of effort. You know what? Let me get my good matching set. And she's like, oh my God, I've been out-baddied. Anyone else tired of this baddie thing? This baddie saying every chick's a baddie. It's like, oh, I'm a model for Instagram. Bitch, you take pictures in front of the refrigerator. You are not a model. You're just someone who takes pictures and posts them on the internet, because if everyone's a model, then no one's a model. So if everyone's a baddie, then no one's a baddie.
So that was the day that I told myself I would never allow myself to get out-baddied by a man ever again.
Can we all, like, collectively figure out what the f*** is wrong with men? Especially men and dating apps. So tell me for why. I've got 500 matches on Schminder, right? And about 4 messages. Like, all these men are waiting.
First off, I'm so tired of women doing these damn videos while they're eating. Well, and you know. Secondly, is she cutting up lemon slices and just eating it? The whole peel and everything? I mean, look, is that what she's eating? Lemon slices, just the whole thing? And she's going to complain about the level of matches into messages. Ma'am, you got knuckle tattoos. You are not wife material.
So what? Put their lip gloss in their bag for their message? I don't understand. Oh, I'm single. So then you've jarred me and you picked me because you can't, what, message first? What happened? What happened to, like, real men? Like, proper men?
You know what? My dad has told me once before that he's like, I think what you want, you're referring to me. He's like, I think what you want doesn't exist anymore. Because he'll ask me like, oh, you know, what are you looking for? And I tell him like, I want Betty Crocker. I want June Cleaver. I want, you know, apple pie resting on the windowsill. I want honey, or, you know, kids, daddy's home. And, you know, the 2.5 kids with the dog and the white picket fence and, you know, the American dream, so to say. But I mean, if it's women like this, no wonder guys don't put in the effort for you know, damaged goods. Doesn't make sense.
I just don't think, like, men want to be men anymore. I think that men want to be baby. I think they're, like, jealous of women. Within the past month, I have come across so many men who have just, honestly, disappointed me. I was like, who is raising you? The other day, I was at a bar, and I was waiting in line very patiently for the bartender to make my drink, and the bartender was in a standalone bar, so she was by herself, and 20 other people were like waiting around the bar for drinks, and like I'm waiting for each person who was there before me for a drink, and I had been waiting for like half an hour, and this man literally storms up to the bar, basically like pushes me aside and starts like trying to get the bartender's attention, and I wanted to actually smack this guy.
Now, I will say this, if that's true, then dick move on that part. You know, you should ask like, oh, are you in line? Or yeah, I'm still waiting for the bartender. You know, okay, so dick move on his part. But she's going to say like, oh, I think guys are just envious of women or jealous. I will say, I think some guys are envious of how perceived it is that women have it easier. You know, like if a guy were to start an OF or a woman starts an OF, a woman could just show her, you know, her chocolate starfish, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, $10,000 in a month. Oh, yes, slay queen. But if a guy just puts in all the work on an OF, it's like, oh, I've made negative dollars. And then look what she's eating. What did I have? Ground turkey, white rice, and a Dr. Pepper with some barbecue sauce for breakfast. This chick looks like she's cooking up, I don't know, a $70 hotel meal. Like, forget that crap.
I had been waiting for half an hour, and no self-awareness whatsoever, just pushes me aside and goes to try to get a drink, like in front of everybody else that had been waiting. I'm like, what? Literally at the same party that I was at, I look up at the DJ booth. The DJ is there, and a sea of men are behind him. A sea of men are about what? Men behind the DJ booth dancing? I don't want to see men on an elevated surface going, no. Just no, I'm sorry. You're not cute. It's not hot.
You know what? I wouldn't consider myself a traditional person, but maybe I am when it comes to dating, especially first dates.
Oh, here we go. Selective traditionalism. And she's like, I don't consider myself a traditional woman, but let's see. Let's see this cross necklace. Does she still have her purity and innocence card on her wedding night as she should be? Because I'm sure that Jesus would frown upon premarital hanky panky.
I'm like currently going back and forth with this guy. I'm gonna stop. About how like this guy thinks it's crazy. He's like, you expect a stranger to pay for your meal? I'm like, yeah. Actually, you know what? I do. If this stranger is trying to woo me and asked me to go to this date, to this meal, like I can go out and buy my own dinner anytime. If I'm going on a date, it's like because I was asked and like that person's interested in me to like see where things go, you would think that they'd want to woo you.
See, this is a problem with all this equality nonsense because I could see it both ways. I could see it like, hey, you asked me, I wasn't planning on going on a date. You asked me, you approached me, you're the one who initiated the interest. You should court me. The other side is, hey, I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. I don't want you as the lady to think that I might have some notion that, hey, since I paid for dinner, that you owe me some sweet lady lovin'. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. So if I pay for me and you pay for you, that it's copacetic. Hey, it's fair, right? So I could see it both ways.
I just blocked another man, let me tell you why. Asked me, what are you doing on Friday at 7? You know what? I'm free. He's like, let me know what place. Be a man and lead. This man ends up picking Sparrow, a rooftop bar in Fort Lauderdale. Fancy, DJ, they're serving lobster. Goes up in a backwards baseball hat, sunglasses, at night, and ripped jeans. Oh my God. We sit down, we get to talking. Tell him I'm a content creator. He goes, do you know the actual numbers with being successful on that? Dinner ends, he pays as he
Content creator. What is she talking about? OF, YouTube, Twitch, like what? I mean, that's a very broad, general kind of statement to make.
should. Asked me to go to a next spot, and I'm like thinking I don't really want to, but I guess. Proceeds to not walk me to my car. And it should have ended there, but it didn't. I call him and say I changed my mind about where I want to go. And he goes, low key, that's like a pain in the ass thing to do. Still, for some reason, waiting for this man at the bar. 15 minutes. I texted him, thanks for dinner, I'm going home. Blocked.
A PSA to all of you men. Stop being a nonchalant guy! Stop with this nonchalant crap. Stop spending 3 to 5 business days to text a girl after a date saying, hey, I had a cool time. Knock it off.
Woo! Yeah, let's go, boys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see? They say that the opposite of love is not hate, but is indifference. And the person who, in a relationship, the person who cares the least is the one who wins. I guess that means like more of a post-breakup, but I love this. Now, me, I'm more nonchalant, but that's just because I'm getting older and, you know, as life wears me down and beats me down and all my hopes and dreams and aspirations have been infinity snapped into dust, I become more nonchalant because I think the less you care, the easier it becomes. And that's just a life thing. But, obviously care about your health, your family, your friends, your fitness, something, most things. But are things out of your control? It's like, whatever. And if it happens, it happens. I don't care positively. I don't care negatively. I just don't care. But, to hear that is pissing off this woman. And, it's not just one. It has to be multiple men that have been all nonchalant. Now she's like freaking out.
There is a massive difference between being a pushover and being a guy that wants to show the girl that he cares about that he wants to be with her. If she clearly is not interested in you, do not take it personally. She's just not the right one. You don't have to change your whole approach and your whole personality into suddenly being cool and uninterested, because trust me, in this day and age, women want you to show that you care. The fact that she was not the right one for you doesn't mean that the right one is gonna treat you that same way. If you're kind and if you are persistent and you're showing her that you want to be with her, the right person is gonna recognize it.
Baloney. Because how many times have we heard, oh, you're nice, but you're funny, but you're cool, but I just don't feel it. But you see that guy? He's all nonchalant and he treats me like crap, but it's okay because he's 6 foot plus and he's hot. See, that's what she's not saying. You have to be hot and care.
Don't change your entire personality because someone rejected you. You have to become comfortable with rejection. Rejection is redirection. Let's go.
Anyways, guys, I figured I'd leave it there. Be Mr. Nonchalant. Put in the most bare minimum spec effort of dating effort into these women. As always, guys, take care and take it easy.